Hello everyone, welcome to ZSR2. We have the OTR Freaky Friday race tonight. Let me go ahead and put the settings command in the chat to see what we are doing. And as I get the scenes swapped over, let me introduce my co-commentator, Star. How are you doing?
Hi everyone! So, we have ourselves something fun. It's Axe's idea, actually, Song Want. It's a vanilla bridge with the Shadow and Spirit medallions, which are planned out to be on Shadow and Spirit temples, which are vanilla. It also requires lighter as vanilla bridge, and against Castle Bosky's behind 5 dungeon rewards. Songs are on dungeons. Skip Child Zelda is off. It's small Keezy, and then to force Requiem to be recorded, a bonus song is on Twin Rove and Hookshots chat is in Ganon's Castle. Force Child in particular. So it's gonna be fun.
The cropping tool doesn't want to fix Xani's stream.
Yeah, the cropper can get really cranky at times.
Waiting on a couple people to ready up. There we go.
Smaller race today, I know there's a number of things going on. We've still got ourselves a decent crew, more than that last luck, so that's good. And hey, Jason, reading a party of 2. Welcome in. We are just about to start, so great timing. Yes, this should be an interesting one. I don't really know what kind of stuff is going to happen. We don't know which dungeons have Nocturne and we don't know Doctrine and Requiem. We don't know where our lighters are or where any of our items required to beat the various dungeons are either. So this will be fun.
Yeah, we'll see how good or how bad this ends up.
Yep.
Spawns are vanilla in this.
Yep. Yep, just so we don't end up with the possibility of dropping on the Nocturne pad, for instance. That kind of spoils it. Or, on the other side of the fortress, or in Fortress or something like that. It's just kind of... They just all like... We don't feel like vetting seeds just in case, so... No spawns for us today. Still a random 8, I think. That looks like he's starting as an ult. 5 dungeon rewards means any 5 dungeons. So, they start with the Light Medallion today. Vanilla. The Spirit and Shadow Medallions, obviously, and then whichever 2 dungeons give you the... so then two other stones were medallions. Might be the 2 dungeons that give you Nocturne and Requiem, but Nocturne and Requiem could be in Ice, GTG, or the Well, so that's not guaranteed. Open Deku.
And we should be starting soon.
Yeah, there's just these two I hang out. We only have 2 trackers, so that's try to kill everyone. There's too much stuff going on. Wednesday, shout out Star 2 runners, Kola and X, to my Kokon BXR, and to our 2 trackers, Simba and Fen.
There we go.
Kola's not even bothering to read the pedestal, okay. And Axe is gonna check out, okay, what we got? Water, Fire, Shadow, Spirit, okay. Jabu Wave the hero, Goron City Wave the hero, Rock's 2 dead, and Skull Mask dead.
So I was looking at that, all our child dungeons are stones.
Yep. Green of Time, anyone? So yeah, Deku is the Emerald, DC is the Sapphire, Jabu is the Ruby, Forest is the Fire Medallion, Fire is the Water Medallion, and Water is the Forest Medallion. Things don't feel all that shuffled, actually, in terms of dungeon rewards today.
Basically just the Prelude Shack.
Yeah, they got slightly shuffled. Slightly. Not by much.
Yeah, that Jabu Wasp could be a good way in here. That could very well be for Requiem or Nocturne. So Kola made at night immediately, so he could do the night market checks. Although he's not. Oh yeah, he's gonna have to go to. And of course, it's not Skip Child Zelda, so we got to go through that.
Yeah, they know about all the twists, Tanner, and it was all announced. This is in fact a quite literal plan do. Axe spoke to the plan do. VXR is the one who actually plugged it into the generator and rolled a seed with it.
Oh, Kola's doing the 1 in 32.
Ah, yes, Kola and his beloved 132 as X gets $50 off the Man on Roof. Yeah, so the Bongo is planned to be Serenade, the opponent is planned to be on Twinrova, and your long shots in Forest Trial. Sunsaw Grave is Dead Spire. Uh-oh, and...
Nice. You know, Kola's gotten 2 keys so far. Oh? Oh.
So close. Now, something that Axe did goof on is that they don't actually have an ocarina, so Axe will not actually be able to get the windmills with song check here. Supposed to be weekly setting space, but that got a little lost by accident. Oh well. It is thankfully the ocarina check can be gotten as either age. Just go hike on over to the Lost Woods Bridge for it. The other benefit of Kola setting it tonight is it is not free child Zelda. You have to actually go physically get the song. Which kind of makes sense when it's dungeon songs. It's a little bit more tedious to actually go get it. Makes for some different routing potentially, as you can see Axe is not doing that just yet. Burning Cat is dead. Let's mean
that doesn't always hint because it's only 5 dungeon rewards for the boss key.
Yep. Nothing in Shieldgrave.
I have Axe's audio up and she's complaining about the start.
Loopy, really, gang, really? Both Burning Catkins at the Hyrule Castle. Sure. We actually don't see Hyrule Castle the second Hyrule Castle hit all that much nowadays, since usually Free Child Zelda is on, so it's really funny that the one time we do see that hit, it's the same hint as the first Hyrule Castle hint. Gee, thanks. You also get the good old snores of talent here.
It's almost day for Cola, though.
Yeah, there it is. Not quite getting the jump, unfortunately. $55 and Name for X gets her a hurt piece. And light arrows. Nice. We'll take that.
And Empa's song is... Song of Time.
Alright.
I was going to say that could help for GTG, but it's Keezy, so it can't be for that.
Nope. Well, small Keezy. It's still boss key still exist. Alright. Cool, I've really not a whole lot. It's gonna say put to Kokiri. Check out the checks here. Got the Ocarina, as Axe has found not much in Nettle Cat either. And it's going, child. Makes sense here. Pretty boring start.
Oh, I like that Master Sword color that Axe has.
Oh, I missed it. What is it?
Looks kind of a bright orange.
Oh, nice.
Yep, and Axe is now realizing that all the child dungeons are stones.
Yeah.
$30 Skulls is dead.
Yeah, right? No, he did not. He went straight for deck. He bought a shield and went straight to deck, so he has not this yet. That's an empty bottle.
Big Pose, I think, was dead. Yep.
Yep. So what song do you think is in Deku VXR?
Well, Axe was hoping it's Sun Song. We need that.
Yeah, we added one song to our absolute need must finds, and ZL is another, of course, with Shadow Temple being Shadow Temple. Zorathinic, you really don't want to see here in Deku Tree?
I'll say Saria's song.
Sorry, it's not good defend. Axe commenting how despite her random colors, her C buttons are vanilla, which is kind of funny, actually. I think Cola would have just let his vanilla to begin with, but yeah. Alright,
okay. A lot of Azora tunic, how interesting.
Yeah, that's both tunics available, and... yeah, we've got a really slow start. We have, a bottle, lights, a wallet, and a Zora tunic. And that's on and Song of Time, which is a really fun item set 10 minutes in. Another Bloopy for Cola. There's a bomb bag. That's great, since we have Goron City Wave, the hero. That's going to be very good for that. Also, the most useful item we've seen so far by a lot is that bomb bag. The rest have been... not great, shall we say.
Yeah, no matter what. I can't wait for Graveyard to get hinted Way of the Hero for those light arrows, because since we have Vanilla Bridge, light arrows can be hinted Way of the Hero.
Yes, they can, and it would be for Din's Fire, since that's hinted separately.
Okay.
Hey, sure, nice slingshot. Great spot, lovely. I guess we know this song from Goma's in Logic. Really funny placement, though. Yeah, 5 Dungeon War is not going to be a major concern, even if Goma doesn't end up having Requiem, Nocturnes, Yell, or Suns. Still going to be a raw double tap for the Dan's Castle boss key anyway.
I actually called that bomb bag.
Nice. Yeah, that also gives them another dungeon, DC. They'll have the 3 stones really quickly at this rate.
Yeah.
Considering Jaguar's Way of the Hero, that's Prelude is probably about the worst song they could have gotten there.
Yeah.
It's Serenade and opponents being on Shadow and Spirit. Prelude is generally one of the lousiest songs they could have gotten. So, Slingshot, not doing much unless you're swinging on Lost Woods target or on the Ocarina of Time song.
That's correct. The song from OoT is an item.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The songs in Dungeon Awards, only the song from Impa is still a song because, songs of Dungeon Awards or the song against Castle basically doesn't actually do much. It'll put Prelude or Serenade on there every time for weekly settings. And I think it would outright break in some other settings if Dungeon Song said he had a song in canyons for like random settings, for example.
Yeah. Can't wait to get Shadow Temple Force with that Serenade.
Yeah, it's possible since we have vanilla spawns. I think a lot of it's going to depend on where Sun Song is. And Magic and Huffers, of course. And Cola's immediately playing Prelude. I mean, there's not much else you can do with Shuttle, though I would have done bowling first. Hey, Cola, bowling exists, hello? Cola? Although I'm actually not sure this time bowling can be done as either age. I was going to say child shooting, but that might not be daytime. Huh. Guess I'll do next child cycle. Mildly confusing why he didn't just go do bowling, though, while he was there. Oh well. Ross was definitely less appealing in these settings when you have when there's no song in SFM and you can do a lot of the checks as adult. We're on City's Wave to hear when DC gets you another song. Light arrows are on Dompe race. Bless you.
Oh, Cola getting hugged.
Painfully slow start, though. We have a bomb bag and a bottle, and that's really it right now for items. In terms of anything that actually matters right at the moment. Slingshot does very little. Prelude and Song of Time are both pretty much useless. I like that Zora tunic for Cola.
Well, at least since a hookshot's planned out inside Ganon's Castle, Morpha can't have Nocturne or Requiem.
Yeah, the song on Morpha is guaranteed to be useless. It'll probably be Minuet or Bolero or something. There's the Ocarina for X, as Cola picks up a Bloopy in the Redead Grotto. Hey, VXR! You rolled this scene, right? Where are the items anyway?
Shrug.
Because you're not finding them right now, at all.
So Cola's setting up Death Mountain now. Maybe we'll find something there. What was that on top of the volcano? Mirror shield?
I have no idea, I'll be honest. I was looking away. Axe finding 40 skulls on a scale, okay? Probably not you, Prior, but also you never know.
Shadow Floor Masters, nothing.
So, no Shadow Foolishness for us today. Salut, Alka.
Beat me to it.
Shoes is a nice find in DC. Oh yeah, Dax is gonna get the weird deck now. Doesn't have the time of day, so we'll do so next time she goes child. Fortunately, where there's nothing used, there's just Song of Time on ZL, which is no particular use. Yes, Delka. With the exception of the saga from Impa in Hyrule Castle, which is still a song, because it's either that or put it in Ganon's Castle and Black on Ganon's Castle. Nice magic for Cola.
Yeah.
I really like that shade of blue too. Really gay.
Nice.
Really. Nice bomb bag on child shooting. Well, Alka, we can genuinely say blame Max for this one, because she's the one who thought this idea up. Well, okay, the Water Temple being the Forest Medallion is just rude, although it's less rude when it's Songs of Dungeon rewards, so Prelude is going to be a useless check. We already know Burning Cack is useless since that was hinted. Not nearly quite that awful. Yeah, there'll already be 3 dungeon rewards. The 3 were for Cola in a couple minutes, which is going to be the only other 3 he needs besides Shadow Spirit, technically. Although, well, let's see where Din's, well, where Nocturne's Requiem and Sunsong are, because those are going to take a bit to track down.
We're going to be doing more than, well, we could be very well be doing more than 5 dungeon rewards.
We probably will, since between Nocturne, Requiem, and Sunsong, I'm sure at least one of them is in a medallion or stone dungeon. Probably multiple, so one of them might be in a side dungeon. So Axe taking more time to do overall checks, while Cola is rushing dungeons. Just a huge rupee there for Axe. Nice boomerang on the DC bridge.
That's important with Jabu Way of the Hero.
Nope, Jabu probably has Sunsong, Nocturne, or Requiem. And just a heart container on the second prize of bowling. To be particular, the hookshot, the exercise the second hookshot and force trial, but it really doesn't matter by that point.
There's the hammer and Gigor instead.
Hammer, an interesting find that gives us another dungeon reward, although the boss key is a whole nother thing in and of itself. So yeah, with Small Keezy, we do have a tunic. We do have a wall to buy the Goron tunic, so we can't actually go find that boss key in Logic. Since we have bombs. Unless the boss key's on Pierre is about the only thing that they can't logically access with Small Keezy.
Because they can't get bow locked.
Nope. Can't get hovers locked either. Small Keezy's great for key logic. There is no key logic. They don't need any key logic. And that is Storms.
Another song that could have been a color that could have led to be something required, but nope.
There are no hint commands for Freaky Friday, since they might not exist, but they do can get a little screwy. Yeah, pretty much Alka. The harder part songs are ZL, Nocturne, and Requiem. Turns out today Sunsong is also hard required, since Sunsong Rapist is fired. A hint that Axe is red, but Cola has not just yet, so he'll get there eventually, I think. He's mostly rushing dungeons in this Way of the Heroes right now. Yeah, it's right, Alka. He just the scene. VXR rolled as a scene and added Sunsong to the list of required songs. I think it is one of the reasons why Axe is doing more overall checks, because she knows there's more songs to be. Because she knows there's quite a few songs required. And Goron City and Jug were Way of the Hero, which is where Cola's going, basically. Yeah, it's great, Alka. Yeah,
Graveyard Way of the Hero. Gee, thanks.
Yep, for those light arrows, very useful, but hinted access rate.
Still don't have a 50 skull or OT hint.
Ah, yes, that was a 30 hit then, because it was not scale. Yeah, Axe just read Lost Bloom Grotto. More or nothing on Link of the Goron.
At least we can full clear the maze here.
Oh, where did I actually get Rudo's letter? Because I've actually completely missed that. But I see she has it both on the Restream tracker and on her personal tracker.
I missed it too.
Must have been in Lost Woods, but I just completely skipped over it, and no one in chat made much of a reaction, so I have no idea where it is. Whoops! Hey chat, enlighten us, please? Nice strength.
Strength. That's probably hard hammer locked.
Probably. Also wave the hero.
Yep.
Kokiri Sword is not wave the hero, 40 skulls is still a scale. And Purple Rupee is definitely not wave the hero. And okay, it was on the offer in the game apparently. The rules letter. So we know Jabba Wave the Hero is now accessible. Our Ocarina of Time Ice Song item is accessible too.
That's concerning.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst. I mean, it's Deku DC and Wave the Hero Jabu, so. I don't know about that. We might see some more of it for S5 calls, but at least for casual orders, it's not the best. What on earth is that on the volcano?
Refill.
Okay, thanks.
Gosh, if that was hover boots and we had to go hunting for Bolero.
That would have been a real winner for this scene. We've already got Sun Song of all things required.
Oh, let's gotta hurry.
Mind you, though, VXR, we don't have a way to Fire Temple right now, I just recalled. We don't have... Because we don't have Hookshot, we don't have Hovers, and we certainly don't have Bolero. That's fun. You know what would be funny? Jabu Wave the Hero for Bolero.
Oh, gosh.
Because right now, Bolero, if it turns up soon, and Jabu is doable in Logic. No, not in Logic yet, because we don't have ZL or a Scale, come to think of it, and 40 Skulls is not yet in Logic. So it's probably like getting close with Boomerang. In a bottle, actually. 40 Skulls probably isn't far off of being in Logic, actually, which is not a good thing.
Okay, that's fire arrows.
Sure.
If Wasteland has whatever oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, there's a few different things wrong with that statement.
Oh, it was a Goron tunic, okay.
Nice stop at DC. So once we can get there, Fire Temple is very much in Logic. We just can't actually get there. The Kola, having found not much in the way of immediate progression on the mountain, is going back down to Kek now. Makes sense for him to do so, rushing DC and then way to Hero Goron City. Unfortunately, he can't actually do anything with what he found. Kola, seeing the Sunsong Grave hint, did actually skip the River Plateau hint.
Yeah.
Sunsong Grave coffee. So we need to beat whichever dungeon is Sunsong to add to our list of everything else to beat.
In addition to hover boots and strength 2 and mirror shield.
Max will also probably skip the upper river hint, or maybe not, considering she just lost a chicken. She would have.
Okay, it just
Oh, she got lucky.
looks.
The chicken is still here?
Oh,
Question
oh,
mark.
oh. That
Oh,
was
nice
close.
save. Nice save. Someone clip that. That is, I would recommend going to Axe's channel because her reaction on mic is fantastic. Oh my goodness, Axe. I don't know how that worked, but hey, it worked. So she'll take that.
Colossus foolish.
Well, you're
That's
not getting
not
there anytime
helpful.
fast. No, surprising. Yeah, you
And
need money,
Axe is
Axe.
broke.
Sorry, I'm still laughing at Axe and her chicken. I thought she lost it for sure. Cole's about to get his lights, which are way of the hero, and probably roll his eyes about that hit. Alright, and Cole is going back, child. Going for the well now. I was like, where is he going? Oh yeah, songs, right.
Probably. Because there's well, we can't get the song because we don't know ZL.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess just going there for density at this point. Well, just more general cleanup. It's funny because each of them has one half of Java access, but neither of them have both. Thanks, Tannerin, for the clip.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get another bomb bag.
Yep. They've gotten 2 bomb bags and 2 true packs so far. Which is kind of funny. Plenty of explosives early.
So that's
Cultivating really
maybe
not
she'll
paying out.
get Java.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I think I actually almost forgot flame storage.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, looks like they're probably just exchanging places. Koa going should be just about right for Dobby digging. Axe is going to go to DC, just switching spots. This looks like there's just a 5-pack in Upper River, which is just sad. D-tax. I'm
Just a
predicting just...
Boosty from the cafe.
Yeah, no time for cola. So, yeah, VXR, this is a really slow seed.
Yeah, hopefully it'll pick up. I mean, songs on dungeon seeds can kind of be like this.
Yeah. Mind you, even without that, it's still dreadfully bad.
Since we've already gotten completed 2 dungeons, and none of them had ZL Sung Song, That Grammar Nocturne.
Yeah. Correct. If Graveyard, if there's anything else waited here in Graveyard, it's ZL Lock. Which is fun, as Cola finds a heart container in the well. I am actually going to go pull up a map tracker and go see what the number of skulls in Logic right now is, because I'm wondering how close we are to Jabu access. From 40 skulls.
Oh, yeah. It's like Axe wants to get 20 rupees here, which, yeah, doesn't have a ton of money.
Huh, there are just barely 41 skulls in Logic, apparently, according to the map tracker. And that's concerning.
Ocarina of Time's our first hook shots.
I might just die
Okay, there's
laughing.
a bow. That's gonna push
Be
us
useful
closer to
eventually.
50.
Yeah. Eventually. Right now it's not super helpful, but yeah. Actually, it's closer to 45 in Logic once I put storms on. Yeah. Oh, yeah, creative times in Logic, that's not a great thing. Basically, bombs, bottle, boomerang, hammer, I think, helps a bit, puts 40 in, which is not great. Storms does it as well, yeah. Yeah, nothing Just a bow in the well for Cola, which doesn't do anything either right now, unfortunately. Wonder where he goes next. Probably Lost Woods, which should get him his Riddle's letter, so he will be the first of our runners into Jabu, which isn't logic behind that 40 skull scale.
Yep.
So, Jabu's Way of the Hero. Yeah, it should be interesting to see what song is there. I was talking about Bolero earlier. If Bolero's the only thing in there, well, we're in for some giggles. We're both Graveyard Wave the Hero hints in the DMT could carry Storm's Gratis. Nice game.
Yep, and the eye drops are useless.
Yeah, because Big Goron's useless. So, more nothing, as Cola does stuff Axe already did, next to stuff Cola already did.
I'll be right back.
Alright, and Sir Nyquil, you can read the settings there. Get ourselves having some fun with Dungeon Song Sanity today. It's going to be a really ridiculously high start. We've beaten Deku and DC. Deku got his Prelude, which is basically useless. Nice, but useless. Cola getting that letter, and DC got a Storms, which has led to a bow, which is currently useless. More or less. Unsung Grievance is Din's Fires. They're going to need to beat yet another dungeon to find Sun Song, as well as find Nocturne Requiem and ZL. And 40 Skulls is a scam. That is, in fact, in logic right now, which is very concerning, since Jabu's Way of the Hero, our first hookshot, could be on OT. Bolero could be Way of the Hero, for that matter, in Jabu. We don't know. Cool's gonna find out for us in like 10 minutes or so, though. Maybe 12 or 15. Well, like 15, maybe. Gonna be doing checks on the way there. And yep, that was the paper in DC. Boomerang incoming soon for Axe, though I think this is something else. Nope, that was a ring. Hammer was about King Blanca, that's something else.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Cola's going Jabu. Nothing's new. Also, because 40 skulls is in logic, that actually gives us 50 skulls in logic to go with it. I think, because I think skill gives us just about enough skull short tokens to put us to 50 in the Zora area, or at least close. It's getting a little silly at that point, but it's a bunch of available as X, except for Hammer. Hex coming out there, getting a bunch of items. Yeah, they're getting a lot of items. They just can't use those items. Their problem right now.
No.
Like, bow and hammer are both effectively useless without a way to get into forest or fire. AKA the hookshot they definitely do not have right now. Tunics, again, also by and large not great. Once they can get into forest, they can clear the place, but until then, nope.
Hyrule Field Foolish.
That's a good hint.
Yeah.
So, the OoT item is useless.
Yeah. But there's a lot of hint stones there.
Yep. Yeah, that's the issue. We'll have to see how that's going to play out for Koa. X skipped that hint earlier for whichever reason. They're both skipping this upper river hint so you don't lose the chicken. No Axe came close to that. So we won't be seeing that for a while. But really, at this point, our big thing is, what do you think is... It looks like our main next progression is probably in Jabu at this rate. That or one of the various random overworld checks, like at the lake with beans, pretty much, or something along those lines. Valley, ranch, just various overworld stuff that you don't especially feel like doing as the other options.
Yeah.
So, what song do you think is here?
I'll say ZL. For the giggles.
Jabu is a logic outcome. There is a skill on 40 skulls. I pulled up our map tracker. There are, in fact, 40 skulls in logic. I am aware it's kind of silly. Yeah, it's great. I actually specifically went and looked it up, Alcub, because I wasn't sure if 40 was in logic, but between bombs, hammer, bottle, and boomerang, basically that does it. There's a strength for axe, which again doesn't actually do much of anything. And she's got a nice blue carry suit there.
That was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Next, getting reminded, 40 skulls is a scale, which is in fact just about in logic. It's like 43 or 44 or something like that. It can be a little. The map tracker can be a little finicky as to telling you the actual number in logic.
50 skulls. Oh, poor Axe.
What is it? I just missed it.
Double defense.
Oh, yeah, Axe is not getting her beloved titties today. I mean, at least it's not hover boots or the other hookshot. Because we're very, very close to 50 in logic, actually, since 40 is in. Yeah, Axe is gonna be a little sad that her titties are not available. She loves double defense. And she is definitely not getting them today. No hand commands, Alka, for Freaky Fridays, but our way of the heroes are Jabu for, well, we're gonna find out. Goron City for that strength upgrade, and Graveyard for those lights. So, not exceptionally useful information, actually. I'm just chilling and waiting for them to find much of anything, really.
Max is pointing out how she likes to play with glitches, including Mega Flist, but that's not allowed in the standard rule sets.
Nope. Because the Mega Flip would get her across the Fire Temple right now, but no, let's not do that. Phil is actually starting to do checks now in Chalu. Let's see what's here. 3 items and 1 song, as well as the Ruby, which we know is useless now. That Bloopy's not way of the hero.
No, the Ganon's boss key is on 5 dungeon rewards.
Yeah, which really won't be an issue at this point for either runner. That is another Bloopy, also not way of the hero. Apologies for any noise in the background. Yeah, long shot's useless. So, most likely your job away here is for one of Requiem, Nocturne, or Suns with ZL. But it could be for Saria Song, Minuet, or Bolero, which would be M in all cases. Well, let's see.
You might have to go into water for hovers
yeah.
or mirror shield, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, yep, it's the song. Yeah, so it's the song, and Jabu, not surprisingly, just it's a matter of what song is this? Max also going to go Chad and go Jabu now, I expect.
I mean, Requiem's forced required anyways because we put a Pona Song on Twin Roba and a hookshot inside Ganon's castle.
Yep. That would be hilarious, Elka. Thing in chat. Blair Wade here in Jabu for hookshot and fire and hovers hookshot left in forest. I don't know if the egg's hatched yet for Axe, I'll be honest. This might be her first night cycle.
Yeah, time of day really wasn't good for her earlier when she got the egg.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the stones are pretty funny. The medallions are pretty close to vanilla as well. Games might have a sense of humor today. There's a reason why I thought OT might be a thing for a bit since until that Hyrule Field Foolish turned up. Since after all, his job is all 3 Sun engines were very completable pretty early in logic. 40 skulls pushing it a bit, but still.
Axe going back upriver into Jabu. Hopefully this time she doesn't have adventures with that chicken.
Yeah. Alright, Baronade time. We're about to find out what song is this and how useful is this way of the hero.
I mean, it could very well be Zarya's song or Minuets for forest access.
Yeah, except for we still can't get into Forest Temple VXR.
Right.
We kinda need a hookshot right about now. But there's Baronade down in any case. We're going to be leaving Javu just as Axe gets in. Or just, yeah. And it's Requiem. Alright, not surprising, really. Thanks, game.
And we got Child Spirit available for us, and the whole child section is actually in logic because of no keys.
Spirit key logic is not a problem today.
Including map chest and sunblock chest.
And the Colossus right hand.
Yep.
DC way of the hero.
Wow,
that boomerang would do it.
And maybe the magic.
And maybe the hammer. Our way of the hero is really not useful today. Goron City is still way of the hero. That's a second copy of that hymn. If we see a third, it might get a bit concerning. I've got no idea what's on the arch.
Couldn't really see it either. I don't think Colinosis is foolish, though. So yeah, whatever's on the arch isn't important anyways.
Alright, yeah, I forgot Colossus is foolish. VXR is the one to blame for this mess. Axe made the plan to, and came up with the idea. VXR is the one who actually rolled this specific seed. So the blame is somewhere in between those two today. Those are 10 skulls for Cola. Happy 1 hour, everyone. It's been a slow hour. Got a lot of items, still very limited dungeon access. That was their biggest problem. Shout start to runners on Restream Cola and next, Echo Comfy XR, and to our two trackers, Sven and Simba. Ah, heart piece on the arch, thanks, Sven. Hey, Cemetery Nat, or Dynasty, as your Twitch is. Nat's actually a VXR mess.
Smiley face.
More shoes. Third pack of the seed. Yeah, we're at the point where they've just gotten so much items that the second they get a hookshot, everything's going to be open to them. The question is, where is that hookshot? Sorry, I just had a really evil thought. Neither of them have been to Lake yet. What the first hookshot's on Ruto's letter?
I would. Oh gosh. And gold scale's not available? Uh-oh.
It's a thing.
Or first hookshot's on lab dive.
Mm-hmm.
It locks on, and it's. Yeah.
Yep,
There's the
there it is.
hookshot. Alright.
Dixon's will show up soon because we were running out of checks without a hookshot.
Yeah, so let's see. Still missing Strength 2, Dins, or Sunsong to get to Dins. Hovers, Mirror Shield, and Nocturne.
Nocturne, Suns, and ZL.
Oh yeah, ZL.
So yeah, it's just a matter of which 3 dungeons do we need to beat for Nocturne, Suns, and ZL. In case anyone's confused as to why Sunsong is required, it inspires into Sunsong Grave. So we know that Morpha can't have a required song. Bongo's planning to have Serenade, so at least one of GTG, Well, or Ice Cavern. No, one of GTG or Ice has to have. One of Well or Ice has to have a required song.
And we're running out of places for ZL to be.
It's gotta be Forest or Fire at this point.
Can't be Ice, can't be...
Well...
Could it be on... Might be able to go on Twinrova?
No, Twinrova's planning to be Epona's.
Oh right, I forgot about Epona's one, yep.
Yeah, so I think at this point, Fire Temple has to be either ZL or Forest Access, one of the two, because it is our only available song right now in Logic. Yeah, Fire has to be the next progression song. Either Logical Forest Access or ZL to get more songs, because we've run out of other songs to get. Elka, Fire can't be Hovers locked and keys here. It also can't be Bow locked. It might be Hookshot locked, but they don't, which would be just rude since they're not getting Pierre too quickly today.
And Serenade's Hookshot locked.
Yep.
Next, continuing to make our way through Jabu while Cola's gone adults. Or where he's gonna go.
Or forest, I think. I mean, where else do you go?
Or fire.
I was talking fire or forest, being sir.
Oh, I didn't hear the fire part.
Yeah, you're fine.
So we started out with the light medallion, and then we have the 3 stones. Is this even rando? Well, first time looking at adult shooting from Cola. That's... Alright, Axe has defeated Baronade, and we're getting Requiem here.
Getting her Requiem, which really is not that surprising, and this looks, well, Cola's, this is probably the fastest way to forest anyway for Cola, so I'm not sure where he's going.
Yeah.
But he's equipping a Goron next, so let's go with Fire. I mean, makes sense, it's the logical play, and he's still on the song.
But where is the boss key? That's the important question.
Mm-hmm. Is it in the boss key loop? Is it in the first chest? Or is it all the way up in Hammer just for the giggles? We don't know. Purple Rupee off the blur check. All on. We'll find out.
Oh, that Keith loves to run away from the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think you could do a pay to pause the game kind of thing. Nothing in fire so far, although we're just at the start.
It's actually pretty powerful in Keysy since there's so many checks here without all those keys.
Yeah, 8 extra checks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice big bow.
Nice big poo.
I just laugh if mirror shields on big pose or something. Oh wait, that's hinted dead. Never mind.
I was just going to say, yeah, that's not especially helpful.
Alright, nothing on the first floor of fire.
Yep.
Alright, now to the boulder maze. Nice furrows.
It's actually nice to have. And set it here in fire just in case Pierre ends up being something like the boss key. I actually required for this just easy, but still just easier to get this way than going around. And it gives us a recovery art.
Alright, this is where I think Deep Fire kicks in.
Yeah, I think this qualifies as Deep Fire, everyone now. Max is gonna go get her Song of Time now and be very disappointed, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where she's going. Where is she going first? Might be doing that later. Yeah, getting this. She didn't see the field foolish, and so she's gonna get the item here. Makes sense.
Mirror Shield.
Well, that's useful and required. Mirror Shield and Fire, thanks. At least, that's the good thing about the boss key being so deep. At least you're getting that Mirror Shield. On the other hand, we're also running out of places for that boss key that's not Pierre, which is concerning. It's not there either.
And here comes FW.
I really like that color.
Yeah.
Goes very nicely with Cola's tunic and with his magic. Well, his magic and his heart. Sorry, his tunic and magic are the same color, and his mirror and magic are about the same color. Very nice.
Yeah.
Still no boss key. We're down to 2 checks. We're down to 2 checks with not Pierre for it. And... Yeah.
No Serenade, no opponent. I don't mean twice having to hike to Lake Hylia if we have to do that.
Yep.
Nice flare dancer kill from Cola.
Mm-hmm. More overall checks for X. Going to ranch now. Should have just about a pretty decent time of day for the song check here. Let's see what's this. Cole, in the meantime, is really, really, really hoping that the boss key is indeed in this chest for highest score on. Because he does not want to come back here with Pierre.
There it is.
On hammer chest, because of course it's there.
Just gonna have to orphan Pierre, though.
There's a bottle percent. French vanilla-ish bottle on Talon's chicken, since that's usually a bottle of milk. And time for full. Which song does Volpagia have for us today? It's either Zeal or Forest Temple access at this point, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote Forest Temple access just for the funsies. Axe fighting not much on Talon.
Yeah, other than that bottle, online didn't have anything. Fortunately, Cole getting troll hold.
Yeah, that's an ouch. Nice fight, though. I think Axe is probably hiking up to Gerudo Valley here, since that she's walking out of Frange.
Yeah.
Just clearing up more overworld, perhaps thinking about that Pierre, since that's a thing. And Kolo was very out by Pierre. Okay, no, back to Castle it is for Axe, and sorry song isn't... Forest Temple access, everyone. Thanks, game. Also does give us another check-in wave of Hero Goron City once we find ZL.
Yeah. Which I think has to be Phantom Ganon at this point.
Yeah, it does.
Wait, if Strength 2 shows up, could ZL be in GTG after we get Epona?
If the boss key is available, yes. Hey Tom, Requiem ended up being on Baronade. Thanks, Wave of Hero Jabu.
Okay, Axe is not doing chickens because she remembered it's 7 and not random.
Yep. Full of cleaning up some Lost Woods checks that Axe did earlier. Yeah, fun fact though, Tom, that Requiem is logically locked behind, Requiem is logically locked behind 40 skulls because it was a scale. The only way into Jabu logically was to get a scale off 40 skulls. So it was like 45 or something skulls in logic. Ham's tracker can get a little finicky as far as actually telling me what correctly telling me what's in logic, but yeah. The number in logic, yeah. Yep. Fun times. So, because Jabu had Requiem, which got him to Spirit Temple as X gets her bow, and
That was
first
a really
hookshot
nice
was in
color.
that is a nice color. And first hookshot is in Shadowclad of Spirit Temple. That basically sent them to Forest Temple. Color to Forest Temple is the only place in Logic for a song, which has given him, well, forest access. So here he is.
Source domain's foolish. Wowee.
Gee, thank you. Then you want to check just a heart piece. And HP is dead.
Well, 1500 is. It's not really surprising. I don't really expect anything to be an HBA.
Yeah. Yep, KZ is going to stay frozen today. Also 12 skulls for Cola. And a nice slingshot to go with it. Thanks.
I don't think that's slingshot locked because Goma was just prelude.
Yeah, it's not. Thanks, game. At this point, it's a case of is strength 2 is Zeal and Phantom getting as is most likely, or is this has the C decided to be funny and give a strength 2 someplace for Zeal and GGG? Because that would be funny. Nice arrows.
Yep. That puts us at 2 out of 5 for meme percents.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
Oh, Axe taking a fall in the well. Nice early forest boss key. Unfortunately, Cola can't do 3 key forest today. No hovers in sight. Also doesn't have Pierre.
Yeah, even in KZ, Forest Temple is still Forest Temple.
Yep. Todorova is opponent's Tom, which is why we're debating strength 2 availability for JTG. And Todorova specifically planned to have Nocturne, and Longshot is specifically in Forest Trial just to make sure that people have to get Requiem to get there.
More
Nice
sticks.
stick upgrade. Yeah, so the Plando was that Shadow and Spirit are their vanilla medallions. Opponents is on Nocturne and Serenade's on Bongo. And the Longshot's in Forest Trial. Strength 2 very well could be on Pierre. Peachy can't have mini-hard orbital arrow, to be fair. It'd be pretty rude, but it's possible.
It's probably ZL here.
Most likely, but you never know.
Yeah, it could.
Others could indeed be behind opponents. I don't actually remember, I'll be honest. I don't think Ko's been back to Temple. I don't think Ko's been back to Temple of Time since he beat Fire. He can't get it when he goes back there. Also, I'm bored. Here's a prediction. What is our progression? I guess is one way to word it. Probably could have thought of something better. Is it Phantom Cannon ZL, or is Strength 2 just somewhere out there? I like how someone put in 7,777 points on Z Strength 2 being somewhere. Next decided to skip Fire for the moment, and go Forest instead. Also a fair play. Please don't elevator skip Axe. We'll see, though she will eventually need to get back to Fire for that Mirror Shield. But might be able to bail out after if it turns out that we don't actually need the Saria Zone, because currently it's only logically required. It's not hard required yet.
Yeah. Nice wallet.
Nice wallet. Thanks. Nope. By the way, for the prediction, is ZL Strength 2 doesn't have to be ZL locked. This is specifically, I guess, either if ZL is on Phantom Cannon, I'm picking that. If ZL is not on Phantom Cannon, we're going with the other option. If it turns out we find Strength 2 on Forest, well, which is possible. We'll see what Phantom Cannon's song is before resolving the prediction. We'll have to see. You can tell I'm a bit tired today.
Double Forest.
Yawn. Yeah, it's pretty much nap time right now. At least it's not seeing Forest 6 separate times on one race stream from start to end. I remember telling you about that. I know I told you about that one, VXR.
Yeah, you did.
Basically, things went a little haywire in co-op. I'll just say that. Little Tom. Let's just shout out again to our owner since we're just watching Snoozefest Forest, or as I've heard it called, Florist.
Pretty good pun.
Indeed. Say shoutouts to our runners Kola and X, to my co-com VXR who's also taking charge on the race stream more or less, and to our trackers, Sven and Simba. Forest continues to be a snooze. I think the Snorris pun might come from T-Riss's channel, but I don't have any idea who came up with it. I do like it, though. Certainly appropriate for one like this. Yawn.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, you'd think there would be something a little bit more interesting than a second slingshot of the second wallet.
Yeah. Especially easy.
Right? But nope, just nothing at all so far. Just watching Cola run through the temple. Checkerboard giving us a heart container. Forest is as interesting as ever. Yeah. Just one check left and then Phantom Kid and end the song.
Yeah, almost are getting there.
Absolutely.
Three Post Sisters down, one more to go.
To beat up Meg. The only co-sister whose name I and many other people can reliably remember because, well, the other three are just not all that memorable generally. And they are named after the four sisters from Little Women, so the other three are Amy, Beth, and Joelle. Ask me which one's which.
Just Jacuzzis in the basement, so other than whatever songs on Phantom Cannon, this was an absolute waste of time.
Very much so. And the Phantom Kid is just video edit. This was like the biggest waste of time I've read. Because it could be familiar on Orbital Arrow. Sorry, son wouldn't. Well, wait, over. Sorry, is there one brain? Yeah. Yeah, what songs here are good? Just from where they go next? Fitzio, I would guess probably Ice Cavern?
Back to Battle on the Well, probably.
Yeah. If it's not ZL, well, time to go straight to funding.
I think the only other place it could possibly be is GTG.
Yeah. Moment of truth, right here.
Okay, it's red.
And it is ZL, alright. Not a surprise. And I think that is going to be a play for the well from Kolo, which makes sense. Also getting his boss key.
No fast way in the well, though.
Nope, just good old walking. Also, unfortunately, he has to walk into the Ocarina of Time cutscene, but he knows Field is full, so he's not going to bother. Question remains though, where's Hovers, where's Strength 2, where's Sunsong, and where's Nocturne?
Yeah.
there's a 2/3 chance that that the song and well is required, because at this point, Well, Ice, and GTG, 2 of the 3 side dungeons has to have Nocturne and Sun Song. We run out of everything else for them.
Yep.
It's a matter of which 2. They might end up going to all 3 anyway. Nothing by Dead Hand. Axe getting her boatloaded, nothing here in Forest. And Dead Hand's down for Koda. And there's Nocturne. Alright.
Okay. But we can't get into Shadow.
Nope, we need Sun Song. And hovers. You know, 2/3 of our go mode.
So we are having
slowly...
some trouble in this room.
Yeah, we are slowly chipping away at where is our go mode. Bit by bit. Cola probably going ice. There's also no good way there either.
Nope. Not checking Composer's grave.
No,
despite
interesting.
having ZL and fire arrows.
Cola's really going ham on the Rush Dungeons concept idea of this seed here. Axe doing a lot more overworld. It does make sense to Rush Dungeons since, you know, they have songs in them, but you never know what might be in the overworld checks.
Back upriver we go.
Yep. It's a day of hiking, everyone. Lack of warp song is definitely a side effect of Dungeon Song sanity. The Dungeon Songs haven't actually been the absolute worst, I think. Just the lack of warp song has really been horrendous.
Yeah.
The Sonic Climb is literally useless this seed. It's Keezy, so it's not for GTG, and they're not beating Morpha, so the odds of that river chest being a thing are really not that great.
No.
Yep, Sonic Time is one check. One very annoying, not something people want to do, check. Yeah, and Fairy here for Cola.
Oh yeah, toilet's
I
another
forgot
one.
Toilet was a thing. Whoops.
Thing.
I would genuinely be a little concerned if Gold Scale or Irons turned up, since with Keezy, you can do Dark Link and River Chest in Logic without Irons. You don't need to lower the water level, basically. Just a Red Rupee on Fountain Fairy. Oh, true, right. Duh. Thank you, Rob. Never mind. Hi, by the way. Forgot that Gold Entry does logically require log shot. Whoops. Yeah, so we'll be fine on that front.
Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder. We have not seen any diving implements, to be fair. I wonder what's on Icy Waters. I'm pretty close to take a peek, though I've never been good at seeing what this is.
Right.
Then there's its arrows.
Like arrows.
Alright. So, Ice Caverns, rate checks, and a song. Probably since I'm here, but you never know. GTG might have it, might be the one with it. If GTG ends up having Suns, this is going to be almost Oops AT.
Yeah.
It makes sense that they're avoiding GTG like the plague, considering that they don't have a logical way there. You never know.
And that is Phantom Ganon done for Ixani. She's about to get ZL. Oh, just continuing through Ice Cavern. Alright, so I just got one more check and the song.
I just stepped away for a second. I assume there's not much nice.
No.
Not surprised. Where are those last couple items anyway, though?
Not many places they can be.
No, we're starting to run out. We've got, Cole at least has been mostly skipping Overworld. I have to spend a little more thorough, but we still have a lot of missing stuff, especially the ZL locked items.
Lots of fairy fountains still to check.
The whole Valley Lake area is unchecked. Yeah, we're really running out of stuff to do. Max also hiking to ice.
I've always found weird about this game. For some reason, that White Wolf will hear the mini-boss music, but then when you encounter them in GTG, there's no mini-boss music.
Nope.
Loopy and... Bolero!
Oh. Lovely! It's GTG for... It's GTG for Sunsong. Thanks, game! And Minuet's behind Water Temple, of course.
Yeah, Gola's gonna reverse here.
Makes sense at this point.
Well,
No, seriously.
He should know that Strength 2 can't be here in GTG.
No, he should know that, but where is Strength 2?
I really don't know.
Like, Valley Lake, I think, might be the most checked on area for it, to be honest.
Yeah, and of course Cola, I don't think, has seen the Foolish hint.
For Field, or?
For Colossus.
No, I'm not sure he did. Yeah, it's Valley Lake, Child Goron City, Pierre, a couple of the fairy fountains. There really is not that much for that Strength 2.
No.
Certainly can't be Shadow Temple. Yeah, kind of just that kind of seed. Hey, two below average. Welcome into, well. It's been dry and linear. Hookshot was kind of late, just led into a really long song chain that's kind of dead-ended right now for Cola. He's gonna get Sunsong for Den's Fire, as he gets nothing in the Wasteland. In GTG, but the Sunsong is in GTG, Den's Fire was hinted on the Sunsong Grave. A happy 2 hours, but it's logically locked behind Strength 2 to beat Spirit Temple. Where is Strength 2? Not many places are left for it. Most likely Gerudo Valley or Lake. The two checks available as Child in Gerudo Valley. Hamrock's can't be it either. Now, did we ever see the Adult Shooting Gallery VXR?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking, because I know that it wasn't a silly spot. There's a Gerudo card for Cola.
Now, how much of GTG is Cola gonna do? I think he probably is gonna do as much as he can.
I think so, because your hover boots could still be in here. Like, there's nothing preventing hovers from being in here right now.
But of course, Strength 2 can't.
No, but hovers also don't lock any checks that could be Strength 2, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll probably do Go Mode Shadow as best as he can. How well he can do that depends on where the boss key is. And, well, then goes Strength 2 hunting. Axa's earlier overworld cleanup might help bring her back a bit, since Cola is still going to be hunting for that. Nice double magic.
Interesting.
DC, not laying up the hero for that magic, because the magic in DC has locked literally nothing today.
Yeah, Spirit should be. Well, unless Strength 2 is magic locked.
Is there anything that can be have Strength 2 that's magic locked? Composer Grave, I guess, is about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Mary knows that magic.
Yeah, that seems about it.
Yeah, genuinely. No, we're really running low on stuff. Yeah, Valley Lake, including that Rudo's letter spot, 40 skills has been in Logic since forever, and is logically required to beat this team since it was your job to access, as far as we can figure.
Don't think Gold Scale's available without 40.
I don't think so at this point. That Requiem locked that first hook shot, which is the big thing that's just bottlenecked this entire seed. Unless it was somehow Valley Lake decided to get really stupid, as their son's on for Cola. And he's just gonna skip the outrage. Get back here.
Now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna see this hint. Another Hyrule Field Flush. We haven't found our 5th way of the hero.
No, we have not. Might be double DC, since Hammer's at least logically required to go get Massaria-san before Temple access.
Because Minuet's very likely ZL locked. Or it is ZL locked.
It's on, yeah, it's on Minuet. Oh, it's on Morpha, sorry, brain. So yeah, let's see what Composer Grave has. There's 2 checks here, both of which could be that Strength 2. There's these 2, there's 20 skulls. We've only seen the Colossus and Fountain Fairy, so the other 4 are so 3 of the other 4 are still available. OGC is not, obviously. Valley Crate, Valley Waterfall, both ages of fishing. Route of Letter Spot, Lab Roof. I believe and Shoot the Sun can't be it at this point. Time until Gold Skill shows up.
Iron Boots.
Water Temple just made itself known. Strength 2 could be in Water Temple. That's rude.
And it's Way of the Hero Graveyard.
Yeah, it is. That's kinda concerning. Yeah, so there's the stuff I just listed off. There's Select, the Fountains, Valley Lake, Goron City exists, Water Temple now exists, basically. Probably like one or two really random overworld checks I'm not thinking of right now. And I think we're down to probably like 20. Water Temple's got quite a few. Something like 20 checks left in logic for that. Well, it's going to depend, I think, on key layout, probably for water.
Well, there's no. Or it's Keezy.
Oh, never mind. So yeah, Water
Everything's
Temple.
Everything's available. Yeah, everything's available besides Boss Key Chest.
Sorry, yeah. So there's a. Oh yeah, Pierre exists still. Speaking of Pierre, Axes and Fire, which is really good for her because she needs that mirror shield. She's here looking for the song. She's gonna be really pissed to see Bosky and Hammer Chest in all places. And it's just Strength 2 hunt. Unfortunately, Axe also doesn't have Pierre, so we're not going to be seeing that for a bit. Nice slingshot.
Slingshot.
Yippee! Thanks, game.
Oh yeah, Toilet's a thing now.
No, it is. We've had sometimes since the beginning of the seed, basically. It was on CL.
Strength 2 and hovers.
Yeah. Hovers can be pretty. Hovers have a slightly more varied number of places to be. Since hovers are can be in Spirit Temple or in GTG. Like we know Strength 2 has to be available somewhere. I don't think there's anything hover boots can lock that other than Bow Target of Water Temple, I guess, is about the only thing hovers can lock that would be Strength 2. Also, by the way, a really terrifying thought in itself, that would be stupid. Anyway, the hovers can be just about anywhere. And they probably don't lock Strength 2.
Let's see this fairy fountain.
Yep. Yeah, because hovers do lock the wasteland, but no. That can't be Strength 2 either, so. And we saw it already, so
Yeah.
we can all around. That's a bloopy on that fairy for Cola. Theos are asleep at the moment as we look for those two items. Because we know that there's only a handful of spots left for Strength 2. The runners at this point don't.
And now Cola heading off to ranch. Could see him going Gerudo Valley after that.
Yeah, I think so, and right now we're going. He knows we're starting to run out of stuff. Axis has to know that she's starting to run out of stuff too, though Fire Temple's. Well, A got the Mirror Shield, and it B just a pretty decent play, especially with Kizzy.
So Axe hit bottle percent, now Cola's gonna hit it too.
Yeah. You know, which one do you think you'll find first? Strength 2 or Hovers?
Probably Strength 2.
Probably. Nice bottle. Or Cola, that's bottle percent. You're getting a very filled out tracker today as well. We'll never get Minuet. I don't know. Yeah, the runners will probably be picking up Serenade. They might pick up Konas, I guess. And who knows where that lens is. We will be seeing a pretty colorful pair of trackers by the end of this race. They've seen a lot of stuff.
Yes, we have. Frogs 2's dead.
Yep. And actually, nope, Cola's safeguarding. No Valley just yet, or at least not from that side. Caldborn City's next, which makes sense because it is Wave of Hero. Guaranteed for Strength 1 at this point, but Strength 2 might be it. Might be there as well. And even if Frogs 2 wasn't, we haven't seen a hint for Frogs 2 yet. That could be Strength 2 since Apunas is on Twinroga.
No, we saw that Frogs, or we saw a Frogs 2 hint.
Yeah, we did. I meant if we hadn't, it would still not matter for Strength 2.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
You're fine. Nothing on Skull Kid. We've already seen the Lost Woods Bridge Scrub. And there's Floors Rax. And hey, ZeldaSpeedRuns heading at the party of 33. Welcome in, guys. Hope Z2R went well. We've got ourselves OTR Freaky Friday. A little off the rails with Dungeon Song Sanity, and we're just looking for the last couple good mode items here.
See, it's kind of gone off a little off the rails, too.
Yeah, just a bit. 40 skulls is logically required for a silver scale. It might still be hard required. We don't know yet. We did see Vivace early from Cola. Axe will be seeing Evolve in the next 10-ish minutes. And Arunia's got another bow. Thanks, game! Not Wave the Hero, by the way.
That's also bow locked.
Yep. little cemetery. And our spinning pot has for us today a nuts. Oh yeah, I will catch it later. Then, cemetery. Once you know, we're done with this stream. Alright, there's
strength 2. Guess I got a bet for hover boots then.
Yeah, I was just about to go tab over myself. Have at it. I'm gonna go with the toilet.
Yeah,
that
strength 2 has been available for a while.
I mean, Bumbag was in Deku Tree. I would say yes, it's been available since forever. Yeah, so list of locations for Strength 2, especially for our raiders. Gerudo Valley, all 3 checks there. All of Spirit, Adult Spirit. Most of the checks in Lake. Ladder Spot would be a fun one to bet. The part of GTG that's not the lobby or the maze, since Kola skipped that whole thing. Let's see. The Water Temple could be on 20 Skulls. I don't think we've seen the DMC or DMT Fairy Fountains. Yeah. Yeah, I think Growler just didn't want to go over to Goron City without ZL, pretty much. Which, well, nice strength 2. Goron City waived the hero for both strength 1 and strength 2, it seems, today. Strength 3, probably in Ganons or here in Spirit. Or maybe it's in Shadow Temple or something. Here is a mean bet, Simba. OGC would be a fun one.
Oh.
Lens game would be hilarious. Kola went in 32 to earlier and got 3 doors in before failing. There's a variety of pretty mean spots hover boots can be in. You're not in Shadow Temple, they're not in Ganons, that's really about it. Also, I actually quite like Axe's tunic and mirror match really well here. Pale green she has going. Trying to jump over the highest score on here. It's a short hop, unfortunately. Harpies and some nut seeds in the Adult Spirit Climb.
Axe is trying to ground jump onto that pillar to jump up to highest Goron, although that's kind of tricky.
Yeah. More receipts. Axe does get on over to high score, making use of that some time. heart piece. Max realizing that boss key is either Hammer Chest or Pierre. Oopsies. And probably not abused. Yeah, Rob, maybe doesn't find it. Sorry, chuckling at Dax setting up under sheep. Lucky for balancing of time. Airstrike 3 and 4 almost. Thanks,
nice.
But yeah, I think he does find Airstrike too early. Still has to choose between Well and Ice for that song. There's the boss key of Spirit Temple. And yet another heart piece. They're very healthy this seed, 12 and 11 hearts each. Admittedly, well, the hovers are probably somewhere easy just because most of the tracks we've seen have, like, somewhere easy if you're referring to Valley Lake is, in fact, where hovers probably are. There's not much left in Spirit Temple. You've seen almost everything else. Wrong shield. I'd probably close the bed after Twin River goes down. VXR HBA 1000 is an option now that I think about it. 1500 was hinted, but 1000 was not. Yeah, the rest of the GTG is also not too bad, say. I mean, really, it's just, where is it? And at this point, I genuinely probably really solid play to find hovers would be Bitter Spirit, reverse to GTG, clear that out, and then if you still can't find it, head to Valley and then Lake. And if you can't find either of those places, go Water. And never mind, there they are. Spirit boss key chest. So that's go mode for Cola, and no mode for us. Did you about Spirit? Because I don't think we did.
Nope, no one was close.
Alright. Yeah, that is, if people find strength too early, that's a really unfortunate spot, considering you have to get Zeal off Phantom Ganon. Yep. It'd be like a, what, 245? 250 for Cola?
Yeah, probably something like that.
Not too bad for how this seed went. There's a boss key to fire for Axe. Unfortunately, this is just logical forest access. So at least Saria's will help send her back to Child Goron City.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Alright. What about you for Axe? Let's wonder over for Cola. I'm just watching Cola finish out the seed as Axe continues looking for strength 2. And for his own song and not to be fair, so, Chad, what do you want to talk about the next 20 minutes? And Shadow Temple's gonna be Go mode, which might be a little shorter, I think. Yeah, now since it is Go mode, Shadow and easy. It really depends on that boss key ends up. Cookies, sure, we can talk about cookies. What's your favorite type of cookie, chat? I'm personally fond of the classic chocolate chip cookies. Especially a triple chocolate. A bakery near me does. A local bakery here for me has some really good triple chocolate cookies. They do like milk dark and like extra dark chocolate. I think it's pretty tasty stuff. Is it healthy? No. Is it tasty? Very much so. I wish I could. Sometimes it's a little complicated. Snickerdoodle are pretty tasty. I do sometimes enjoy a good old peanut butter cookie as well. No, Rob, let's go with no thanks. Being an Addams Family reference. Sorry, song 4X picked up. Cola's done with Twinrova. Another dragon. Welcome in. Check out settings there. So nobody bought in the bet planet cemetery. No one bet Spirit Temple at all. Bleeding says that they've tried to have some peanut butter cookies with grasshopper flour. Really tasty. I mean, I've actually had some insect-based foods myself. Lovely scale placement. Brilliant. Fantastic. On Crater Fairy. Brilliant placement for a scale. Absolutely amazing. That is indeed gold scale hacks. But yeah, actually, it really depends on how you treat it. But like, I've had some insect-based foods, and it sounds weird to really think a lot of us Westerners, but it's not necessarily bad. It just depends. I feel like I've had some chocolate-covered crickets, and they were pretty good. Definitely a bit of personal preference, and absolutely it depends on what you're used to.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Logical gold scale is Crater Fairy. Logical gold scale is Crater Fairy.
Oh.
Confirming this is indeed, not surprisingly, a logical 40 skull seed. Thanks, Gabe. And we've also got into a conversation about cookies, which is derailed into eating insects.
Okay.
Have you ever tried any cookies resulted in Jocelyn commenting that they've eaten peanut butter cookies with a grasshopper flour once? I've actually had chocolate-covered crickets once. They were pretty decent. Kind of crunchy, but not looking a bad way for a say.
My favorite's probably chocolate chip.
Mm-hmm. Cemetery and I favor triple chocolate chip to be particular. I've got like a couple different types of chocolate chips in the mix. Like a bakery near me does has like a triple chocolate chip cookie that has like milk chocolate and like dark and extra dark chocolate. I think it's pretty tasty stuff.
And cheesecake sounds good too.
Yeah. More general question, I guess, chat. What is your favorite dessert?
I say ice cream.
For me, it depends on the day how much of a sweet tooth I have, because it varies. I think my favorite generally is probably apple pie, though. I really love that stuff. Or is VXR? Favorite dessert?
Ice cream.
Oh yeah, duh, great. I'm a little tired. Apple pie cheesecake sounds pretty tasty. Sunoka, Joss says key lime pie. Apple pie with cheese? Flared! No! Joss, ew! I do not like apple pie with cheese, thanks. Enough, Jess. But no, I just like regular old apple pie with vanilla ice cream on top is pretty good too, to be fair. Sometimes I just find, I'm Chinese American in heritage, so I grew up with a mix of both cuisines growing up, really. So I do find a lot of like Western desserts to be just far too sweet for my personal taste. I really hate frosting, for instance, to be honest. It's just pure sugar and it tastes absolutely horrendous because people use way too much of the stuff on everything. Like, I'll happily take like a good fruit tart with some whipped cream on top over a regular cake much of the time. Yeah, pretty much. If you make a cake well, you don't need much frosting. A little bit of it can be nice for a little creaminess, but people just put way too much of it on top. Now, something I do quite like growing up is mooncakes are alright. Greg! So I'm not the biggest fans of the ones with salted egg yolks. Like, other types of mooncakes are pretty good. I once had the fortune to get ice cream mooncakes. Those were some absolutely amazing stuff. Sounds a little weird. This was back when I was like 8 or something, so I don't remember what they tasted like all that much. Just to remember, I really liked the ice cream mooncakes.
Yeah.
But also, there's I guess the translation is bean paste bun. It's better than it sounds. It's like little steamed buns with like red bean paste in the middle. They're not like strictly dessert, but they can be. But red bean paste is on the sweeter side, so it can be like a nice little semi-sweet treat at times to go with your food. I quite like the stuff. This is also a case of me just not knowing A, what the translation is, or B, if I know the translation, just doesn't sound the same. Food names don't tend to translate all that well between languages. Oh, nice, Joss, saying there was a Chinese bakery near their college, so they went there a lot. Yeah. Have you ever had, what's the... Don't ask me what the English is. Shatsima. Kind of looks like Rice Krispie treats, but a little bit softer and crunchier. It's one of those things that it's really hard to describe, but it's like, I'm quite fond of the stuff. Maybe you should, Cemetery. Yeah, I can find out an opinion, and you can probably go Google it. I think Joss is probably the best thing I can do. It's likely available in your local, if you have the local Asian market. Is you might be able to check it out. I think the second character might be spelled CH because they like to do it that when translating. Very tasty stuff, though. There's Irons for Axe, who is probably not thrilled about that. Yeah, sounds about right.
There's
pretty
the boss
much.
G.
Alright, not
hey,
the worst.
we don't have to do that. I can skip this room and then skip the back.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, Cemetery. people translate the Q really badly from Mandarin. Unfortunately. It's not a CH sound, it's a TS sound. T is how you pronounce that QI. That's China's English name, more or less, apparently is a bad transliteration using CH because it's coming. I think China comes from either the Qin or Qing dynasties, QIN and QING, and people botch the. And people tend to pronounce this Q like a CH. One of the best universities in Beijing, Tsinghua, actually, it's QINGHUA in pinyin, but they do spell it as TSING, just which is how you pronounce it phonetically, more or less, in English. No, yeah, just it's a way to spell it in a way so that the pronunciation makes the most sense for you, I suppose.
Oh, Nicola's gonna do the chew strat here.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff, Joss. I have more than once ended up staring at the word that came originally from Chinese and wondered what on earth the actual Chinese is. Because it's not always obvious, especially if it's like from southern China, because China has a lot of different dialects and pronunciations and grammar and whatnot vary wildly. Cantonese is pretty much an entirely different language from Mandarin. I understand it about as well as I would, I don't know, Russian or something, probably. In other words, I don't. So it's also just sometimes hard to tell which of various Chinese languages a translation comes from. The name bok choy for the vegetable is one that used to trip me up a lot when I was younger, because it's actually the Mandarin is bai cai, Baicai, and that refers to two entirely different things. Da bai cai, big bai cai versus and xiao bai cai, small bai cai. One of them, it refers to what I believe in English is known most commonly as Napa cabbage. Xiao bai cai is what we call bok choy in English. That tripped me up a lot because there's two different vegetables with that name in Mandarin, but only one is called that in English. And it took me a little while to figure out that difference. They're not related, they're very different vegetables too, which doesn't help the confusion. And that's Serenade on Bongo as Power Plan Dude. Turn for X. And that desserts discussion got us all the way through Shadow Temple. Oh yeah, Axe fell down coming to the electric room chest earlier, so she's gonna come back. Makes sense. Does lose her shield though. Ouch.
At least she didn't fall again.
Yeah. Question for Axe is, where does she go after the bell? Because, this child cycle would be the best chance for her to get that strength too, but I don't know if she'll make the trek up to Goron City because there's no quick way there.
Yeah, no minuet, because that's on Morpha, no one's getting that.
Yep. See you, Cemetery. Have a good night. Yeah, I've got some more at this point. If you can start my process of elimination. Yeah, it would have been nice to have that thing with how much they were up on the mountain to see.
Axe tried to play Minuet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not going adult. Or... Okay, she's safe quitting.
Okay, good. I'm used to random spawns. Safe was actually not that bad to get to Goron City. Whoops! So yeah, this should be strength 2 incoming for Axe. So I'll need to go GTG for the Sun Song though at this point, which GTG and the she did get knocked her, right? Yeah, she did. No, well, yeah. So yeah, just missing a Sun Song from GTG, and then will be her Guma. Because she'll find a Risen Spirit. Got that.
Had a couple forfeits so far.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a messy seed, so I can't hardly blame them for that.
Songs are hard.
Yep. Well, not quite getting the one cycle, reminding me we never did see that BGS.
Nope.
Down there, in the cave, somewhere. Or is it? Who knows? Axe is going to get her strength 2 shortly before Cola finishes. And there we go. Cannons down for Cola as Axe gets her strength 2, and get your GGs in chat. Let's see if we can get Cola in for an interview.
Annoying. Okay, I should not have to go back a child anymore.
Alright, turn on Axe's audio, but since it's not clean, I'm keeping it very quiet.
That could be fucking problematic, but first of all, we need to put our pink tunic back on. We gotta look pretty. It's like the law to look pretty. You can't fight Ganon if you ain't cute.
Yeah, Cola will be joining us in just a moment.
You can't fight Ganon if you ain't cute. The scene had some fuck-ass logic, though, because you have to logically go beat Spirit in order to get access to GTG just to get your fucking dins. So, that's some shit right there, dude. That's some fucking shit. Alright, Colossus is foolish, so I'm not touching it. We're just not even bothering with anything here. However, I would like to check this hint stone, because I didn't earlier. And I still don't have a 50 skulls in, and I really would.
Yo, what's up?
GG, Cola.
GG's.
I know that already, thank you. That might be the third.
So, how was that seed?
It was pretty okay. I didn't have any major issues with it. I guess I did Ice Cavern for nothing, but that's basically about it. But at least Ice Cavern let me figure out that Samsung had to be in GTG.
Yeah. It made sense from your perspective at that time, because I think, because GTG was seriously out of logic at that point.
Yeah, it was Strength 2 out of logic, because Strength 2 always gives you a opponent, right? So, it was exactly Strength 2 out of logic, so I just basically did the quick checks there and just left.
Makes sense. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. Between you and X on stream, we saw two different ways of approaching the scene. You mostly focused on dungeons looking for those songs. X focused a bit more on the overworld checks.
I think dungeons made a lot more sense because it's cheesy and you want to find the songs from the dungeons, so you just want to focus them pretty hard.
Yeah, and it has kept X close because she did those checks early and then did dungeons more, and you had to go back for those checks once you started running out of places for Strength 2.
Yeah, I mean, Goron City was still where they were, so it's kind of reasonable to go back there.
Yeah, for Strength 1 and 2, that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Strength 3 was a chuckle.
Yeah. And then other boots just end up being in Spirit, which is very convenient.
Yeah, it is. X will be picking those up soon, and that'll be her, that'll be her go mode, because at this point she knows Sunsong is in GTG.
Iron boots could indicate that I have to do toilet.
Yeah, by the way, that was in fact a logical 40 skull seed.
Yeah, I figured as much. Like, either it's 40 skulls or there is another scale somewhere.
DMC Fairy.
Yeah. Yeah, DMC Fairy was your gold scale.
Okay, yeah, I did not get that.
Yeah, X put off fire for quite a while and found gold scale. Well, logical just after.
But I assume just everyone takes the chicken into the main, so it's all good.
Oh, yeah. You're not getting like 40 out of 45 skulls or whatever it was.
Oh my god.
It was less than 50, I know that much, because I had to pull up Hamza's map tracker to check it out.
Okay.
Because with no hook shots, shout out to that hookshot location.
Yeah. I mean, Child Spirit is pretty nice to do. You get the Requiem, I guess you're always just playing it and play Child Spirit immediately.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but it was just funny that, it's just funny, yeah, because without hookshot, with limited dungeon access, because some were locked behind that hookshot, and
yeah,
you pretty much had, there was not a lot of skulls and logic. Like, I think you needed either Storms or Hammer to put it in, or something like that. It was really tight.
Dude, oh my god, thank you.
Hammer probably is required. I don't know about Storms, maybe as well, because, like, there's also overloads.
A couple each.
Yeah. They're probably both needed for it.
Yeah, it's something really close. This handles tracker can be a little finicky to get a correct number. Like sometimes unclicking the most random item seems to change what it thinks is available sometimes, so it's a little hard to tell.
I mean, boss
Yeah, the skull logic is sometimes a bit weird.
Yeah, it was in the mid-40s for logical skulls.
Yeah.
I just figured it would be in logic because, you know, you have boomerang and explosives, and that mostly puts it in logic.
Yeah, rang explosives and letter gets you like most of the way there, and then usually you have like something that puts it over the edge.
Exactly. Also bottle, so.
Yeah, Dins is in the
We never did end up seeing Lake or Valley from you guys. We were starting to run out. That was starting to be the most checked out location in the game eventually.
I was thinking to do Valley Lake maybe after Lawnmower Ranch, because I did Lawnmower Ranch really late. I didn't want to go there at the start without the ocarina, and then I just put it off forever. So I went there really late, and I thought about it, but I thought Garden City, Child Garden City is better first. And if that has nothing, I would probably have gone to Valley Lake.
I was thinking that you might have gone there, like if you hadn't found Horizon Spirit, maybe reverse the GTG and then from there Valley Lake.
Yeah. Another play could have been Water Temple, because Water Temple actually isn't as bad as it seems with Keezy.
No. Yeah, well, those Iron Boots definitely made us think a bit.
Yeah.
Axe is staring at that strength 3. I think she's typing something.
Really? Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely Wasteland, of course.
Yeah, when she was up in fire, she forgot she had Song of Time, so she was trying to do the ground jump to get up to highest score on.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, X is yeah, that that was an interesting spot for Strike 2, because his stat bomb bag was so early, but it's just, I think Child Garden City is just hard to route when you don't have ZL for so long.
You could go there pretty much immediately without ZL, I guess.
Yeah.
But I just don't do that usually, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's one check, and you put off the rest of Child Lost Woods for a while, too.
Probably better than going to the Saria song location still, which I also didn't do.
Yeah, I think I actually checked it. I have no memory what it was, so it must have been useless.
Like, it's straight up faster to go to Child Garden City getting that one check instead of going to Sacred Forest Meadow and getting that one check there. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, the maze takes a really long time to go through.
Yeah.
I know, well, I mean, the thing is, too, like, if you do go there, Rob just mentioned this in chat, I think, even if you do get that strength too early, that means you don't get your hover boots out of Spirit, probably because you're going to go there before you go Forest Temple.
Yeah, exactly, and that might be worse, actually. Because you're not thinking to go back to Spirit after beating it, potentially.
Yeah, it could definitely trip some people up if they went to Spirit, or they went to Spirit without ZL.
Yeah. That could be an issue.
Because, like, putting everything in logic, technically in logic behind beating Fire Temple, with Fire Temple boss
on hand, nice song placement. You ended up doing pretty much all the dungeons in this seed. Your tracker is almost completely lit up.
I didn't do Water Temple, that's about it.
Yeah, because of where the long shot was, you were never going to complete that.
Yeah, you're not... That's another thing, like, you were never gonna get a useful song out of Water or Shadow, so you could very much see what songs are gonna be required.
We are in no mode. We do not have
As soon as I beat Ice Cavern, I knew every other song that's available is good.
Let's go. We know. Can you?
Oh yeah, and the stone medallion layout was hilarious too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We are finally
Goddamn vanilla stones.
almost 3 hours.
Even the forest fire water medallions just rotated ever so slightly too.
Exactly.
For a second, like if hovers were legitimately on 50 skulls, I would have quit, and then I would have gone to Shadow Temple and done Hoverless Shadow.
I was like, oh, I get to check the all dungeon song, and then Haverfield is foolish, and I'm like, oh, there's nothing there.
Because that is a thing that I can do. I can and will, my bitches. Alright, hi, you wanna not be terrible, or is that, like, not an option for you? Oh my god, why am I...
Yeah, I don't have really much of any other questions for you, I'll be honest. I guess how do you think of these settings overall?
The settings were fine. I wish you would start with an ocarina, so you wouldn't be forced into a opener. That's pretty much... I assume it's just gonna be the same opener for everyone in the seed. You just go do the Hyrule Castle Ferry and then save war, pretty much.
Yeah, max on that one.
Okay, she didn't. Did she go to CAC without the ocarina?
Or? No, she was the one who put together the plan and goofed somewhere there.
Oh, okay, so that was not intentional, I guess.
No, I think she just misclicked something or another, but that happens. I've done the same thing.
Alright, cool.
Or the same kind of thing, at least.
Yeah. I mean, that happens. I just was wondering if that was intentional, like, otherwise you could just start as child, always.
Come on, you fucking witches. I would like to possibly...
But then everyone is doing Decatui as the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I was hoping I would get that one, but...
Yeah, Jack, do you have any questions for Cola as we watch Jack's fight from over here?
Yeah, and then, well,
Kind of
I don't really have anything else either.
Then Shadow, because you needed Dins. Everybody playing the seed right now is like, can we just do fire arrow entry, please? Like,
Yeah, in which case, you want to wrap us up a bit here, VXR? We're gonna go over and raid Dax as she finishes out the seed.
Yeah, alright, let me go ahead and turn off push to talk. Okay. Let's see what we have coming up. Coming up at 11 p.m. Eastern on ZSR Main, we have the conclusion of the ALTTPR Cross Keys Tournament Grand Finals, Game 3. And then that tournament's bronze series will start tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern on ZSR2. We also have a couple MMR tournament matches tomorrow. One at noon Eastern on ZSR Main, and one at 5 p.m. Eastern on ZSR3. I also have a TMCR tournament semifinal at 5 p.m. Eastern on ZSR Main, as well as the NA Weekly at 6 p.m. Eastern on ZSR2. So, with that, that will be it for us here. Until next time, have a good night.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
If I were neurotypical, I'd watch me too. I'd be like, man, what is this crazy bitch gonna do next?